resident assistant at Threckle Hall's Living Learning Community. In the past 2 years of my college experience, I have lived in Unitas Tower and Kerrs Hall. Both have been amazing experiences that I'm so thankful to have had. I truly believe that every student should take advantage of the opportunity to live on campus, as it really does enrich the college experience. As a resident assistant, I know that I could be the degree of difference for my residents. To me, this means more than just putting in the bare minimum effort and simply going through the motions. Being the extra degree of difference is going above and beyond the requirements to make sure that your residents get the most out of their time living on campus. One way in which I would be the degree of difference would be to add extra energy to this position. I would do this by facilitating weekly hall hangouts amongst the girls to make sure that they're building community, getting to know each other, and forming friendships. Another way in which I would bring energy would be to encourage each of my residents and help them get involved with a recognized student organization. This is important to me because I firmly believe that the best way to get the most out of your college experience is to get involved on campus and to meet as many people as possible. Another way to bring energy is to make sure that girls are getting involved on campus through weekly activities. I would post the activities going on campus in an accessible location to make sure the girls know what's going on, and I would also help to form groups to get girls to actually go to events so they don't have to go by themselves. This would not only help build community within our own hall, but also help the girls become a part of the U of L community and active participants in their college experience. Another way that I would be the degree of difference would be to bring compassion and care to this position. To me, this means showing each of my residents that I genuinely care about their well-being. One way to show this care is to have weekly check-ins with my residents. This would be a time where I could talk with my residents one-on-one to make sure that I know what's going on in their lives and that I can help them in any way possible. Another simple way to show compassion and care is to keep cold and flu medicine on hand. This way, if a resident was sick, they would know that they could come to me and I would help them in any way that I possibly could to feel better. A third way to be the degree of difference is to be accessible to my residents. To me, this means having a literal open door policy. If I were in my room, I would keep my door open so girls would know that they're welcome to come in to get advice, hang out, or talk. I would want to be an advisor, a mentor, and a confidant to my residents so they know that they always have someone on the floor that they can go to. Another way to be accessible to residents is to make sure that they each have my phone number. This is a simple way that they know that they can get in touch with me through text message or phone call. I would do my best to respond to them efficiently and timely so that they know that I'm aware of what's going on and that I'm doing my best to handle it. Another way that I would be the degree of difference would be to make each resident feel as though they're important. Each resident does add value to our community, and the community would not be what it is without them. This is an important thing to convey to residents. I want them to feel as though they have a home away from home where they matter and where they count. One way to make each resident feel important is to celebrate diversity. A simple way to celebrate diversity is to get to know each person's unique traditions. We could have like a worksheet to fill out where girls would talk about what they do around a specific holiday and how their family celebrates. This is a good way for girls to get to know each other as well as express their own individuality. Another way to be the degree of difference is to be aware. This to me means knowing what's going on my floor. I would want to be aware of issues any girls are having with their roommates, with their schoolwork, with their friends, so that I can adapt and do the best that I can to serve their needs. Another way to be the degree of difference is to lead by example. I would never expect my residents to act, be, or say certain things or be in a certain way without doing those things myself. To me, leading by example means following the standards that the university has set, as I would not expect my residents to follow these standards if I did not follow them myself. I would also expect my residents to be caring, kind, responsible, and respectful individuals. I would demonstrate these qualities so that I can convey to my residents what the expectations I have of them are. Once again, I would be the degree of difference by adding extra energy, compassion, and care to this position, being accessible, making sure that each of my residents know how important they are, leading by example, and being aware of what the needs are of my community. Thank you for your time and consideration.